student, if you're a Nigerian student, you already know what I'm talking about. NERD. Or as I like to call it, nerd. So when this policy came into existence, I did not buy into it at first. I was like, come on now, this is Nigeria. They're most likely going to change, or they're most likely not going to work with it, or who knows. This policy is only present because of this present administration, and once this person leaves seat, the policy is going to die. So why worry? If only I knew. So I overlooked it, obviously. I didn't bother. But then later on, the noise about it picked up. Everyone was like, have you done your NERD? 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 I was like, divine, better go and do this thing. No, Icon, there's no time. But everybody around that I was asking at that point just kept on saying that it was hard, it was difficult, this thing is stressful, it's just going to stress you out. And at the time, we were told we're going to need it for NYSC. I'm going to leave it on the screen if you don't know what NYSC is. But we're told that we're going to need it. And then that was when the panic picked up for me. I was like, God, I don't even know how to do this thing. So I told myself that I was going to wait for one of my friends to do it, and then he will put me through on how to go about it. But some way I just overlooked it, especially after I saw the broadcast stating that if you're going to go with batch C, you don't need it. After I saw that broadcast, I was like, I'm going with batch C now. I'm not going to need it. But somehow I forgot about it for a while, and then this disturbing feeling just came from nowhere. It was just so heavy in me. Like, if you know what is good for you, go and do this thing. Go and do this thing. And it was always here disturbing me. And I was like, come on now. What is it? I mean, I'm going with batch C. I'm not going to need this thing. I registered with batch C. So what is it? I overlooked this thing for days, weeks even. And then one day I woke up and it was just like, if I don't do this thing today, that's it. It was just heavy in my mind. So I got up that day. I got data. I sat down with my system. I said, you know what? We die here today. We must figure this thing out. So I reached out to that friend of mine who had done his, and I was like, okay, tell me, what did you do about this? Prior to that, another friend had spoken to me and was like, yeah, he is not even going for service yet, but he just thought, this is Nigeria, policies are changing, just go and do these things. I was like, this is already two people telling you, baby girl, go and get this thing done. So before I started the procedure to getting it done, another friend reached out to me and told me, have you done it? I said no. He was like, okay, fine, we'll do it together. I said, okay, no problem. Fast forward to 2, 3, 4 days after the conversation with this friend of mine, then I had this whole disturbing feeling, and I was just like, just go and do this thing. So I think I reached out to this friend before I started the procedure, but I can't remember if he responded. No, he did not respond to me. So I concluded within myself that maybe he has done his, and you know that feeling of, oh, you've done something and you don't want to, tell the person that you've done it, so you ignore. So I thought, okay, he has done this thing and doesn't want to talk to me about it. So I removed my mind. My friend explained to me. I still wasn't getting it. I downloaded, I think, 2 or 3 YouTube videos to understand what I was supposed to do. It was not so helpful, but the last video was helpful. And then when my friend finally responded, it was easier for me to get the whole thing done. So when I finally figured it out, the first time I did it, it wasn't submitted. It didn't go through. The second time it was submitted. I was so happy. I was like, yes, I've done it. That disturbing feeling just finally died. And I was like, thank God. This year, this friend of mine reached out to me and was like, hey, what's up? Have you done this stuff? I was like, I thought you've done it. And that was why you didn't reach out to me earlier on when I had reached out to you to ask you if you've done it. He was like, oh no, he hadn't done it. I was like, okay, well, I've done mine. And then I think he now told me that, yeah, even though now you actually need to go to an accredited center to get it done. I was like, accredited what? I'm sorry, what? Accredited what? Like, my mind just immediately went back to how NYSC registration was, with having crowd, having people. I was like, God, thank you. At that point, I was just thanking God that, okay, fine, I dodge this bullet of going through stress, having to leave the house, having to go and sit down in a place, and having to wait for when is my turn before they answer to me. I was like, oh, thank God. 2 days ago, I was scrolling on Instagram when I came across this platform, and I was like, okay, what are they doing here? I found out it was about NYSC. I was curious, and then I clicked on it, and then I now found out that they are doing the NERD stuff, the nerd. I was like, okay. So I joined their WhatsApp group, and then I found out that you were paying 10,500 naira on that platform. I also found another platform. They didn't give a fixed price. They just said budget from 8,000 naira and above. I also saw another platform that is saying something funny, but all in all, this thing that I did that was free, that used to be free, now cost money. I'll pay money to do it. Hey, God in heaven. My head was like, eh? Hey. Sometimes delay doesn't shout. Sometimes the cost of delay, it doesn't scream. It will just hit you in the way that you least expect. And this thing doesn't just apply to just this NERD process. We all know that one thing that we were supposed to do, but then we overlooked it because maybe most likely it was free, or maybe it was still very early, or just maybe you just thought you still had time. And then you said, I will do this later. All I have to say is, I am now learning to pay attention.